My name is Candace. I'm the class supervisor of OR 501. Thank you for joining us, especially everybody who made the trek out here on these smoky days. Really appreciate it. And I also want to thank everybody who's watching us on Livestream. This is being live streamed, and for those of you who aren't here, this is the Oregon Campus Visitor Center. So today we want to celebrate several different groups. We're going to be celebrating one Canine Buddy, 4 OMI graduates, and 4 guide dog teams that are also graduating. So quite a bit's going on today. How about a hand for all those people and all the people who've made this possible? So it does take a lot of people. Yes, I know it takes a village. And the first group that I would like to say thank you to are the puppy raisers, because puppy raisers are really quite amazing people. They take a little young puppy who's not got any house manners. It also doesn't know that it shouldn't go inside, and it also has teeth that resemble little needles. But who can't love that new car smell, that puppy breath smell? It's amazing. It is something to really enjoy to raise a puppy. It makes you feel great to do it, and I really want to put my hand out to those who, they bring back these dogs after a year, and they are well socialized, they're ready to go into any environment, and these people are responsible for that. They give their time and they give their love. I really want to thank them. Thank you, guys. I would also like to thank the donors, because it really doesn't matter if you give $1 or $1 million. We do not have government funding, so we really do appreciate it. And I'd like to give a shout out to Lillian Tremaroli. I always mess this up. Tremaroli. She gives us a harness for every class on both campuses for the entire year of 2024. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. I'd also like to thank the volunteers. These people come in day or night. They help out in the kennels. They take dogs for a walk. They also are great about helping out in missions. The gift shop, that's also volunteers. And even like tomorrow morning, before it gets light, we've got a volunteer that's going to be coming in and taking 2 of our clients to the airport. So they are fantastic. So how about a round of applause for puppy raisers, donors, and volunteers? I would also like to say to the staff a special thank you. Everybody from the group of CWTTs, our kennel staff over in the corner there, to the people that maintain this facility, the dorm staff. It's quite a feat. And I'd also like to mention the people that were involved in this class. We have Emily and Stephanie, who helped with the OMI program, which she's going to explain in a minute here. And then the guide dog program, Haley, who is unable to be here today, and Jessica, who you'll meet later, and of course myself. All right. Thank you, guys. Before we go any further, I'd like to do a video, and this video will give you a little more information about guide dogs, and it's also got an audio description and subtitles so everybody can enjoy it. All right, guys, take it away.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Like I mentioned before, we are going to be celebrating one Canine Buddy team. I wanted to take a second to explain what that means. Guide Dogs for the Blind Canine Buddy program matches specially selected dogs to become buddies for people who are blind or visually impaired, including children ages 5 and above and adults of all ages. Canine Buddy dogs are not a service dog, but they are a wonderful companion that brings joy and are a connection to the GDB community. The Canine Buddy program is one of our core client programs, and teams have access to all the same level services as our guide dog teams. So that said, I would like to mention the person that will be that has received a Canine Buddy, Viola Benson of Tumwater, Washington. She received Zink, a male Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Melissa Bunford and Riley Lappin of Provo, Utah, and Megan Stewart of West Jordan, Utah. I have 2 letters that are from both the recipient and the puppy raiser I would like to read. Before I do so, up on stage on the screen, we have a photo of her and her dog, and the description is, Viola and Zinc are standing on the front porch of a gray house. Viola is wearing a pink t-shirt, and Zinc is wearing a blue canine buddy scarf, and he is looking quite handsome in his scarf. Okay, so I'd like to read a letter from Viola, and it says, "My name is Viola Benson, and I'm writing to express my deep gratitude and appreciation of the Guide Dog Buddy program at Guide Dogs for the Blind. I signed up for this program last winter. I can no longer use a guide dog due to my health issues as I grow older, but I certainly miss having a dog around the house, having had 4 guides. I want to take care of a dog who has been chosen a different path from the GDB program. A few weeks ago, a very nice and knowledgeable staff member from the Guide Dogs came and helped me to get my house ready for Zinc, a new golden retriever cross. A couple of days later, Zinc arrived. He is a very smart, quiet, well-behaved dog, and we bonded very quickly. Having Zinc around has helped me structure my time better, as I need to keep a routine as feeding and taking care of him. He has even made friends with our 3 cats. He has been very positive influence in my life and has helped reducing my feeling of isolation. Sometimes we are something we are prone to as older blind people. I would recommend this program to anybody who wants to keep up their connection with the school. I have a good conversation with Zinc's puppy raiser and other staff members, and I hope to have a long, healthy, and happy relationship with my new buddy. Thank you to Guide Dogs for the Blind for the opportunity to participate in this program, and to his puppy raiser who has raised a special boy." That is from the recipient. Now I have another letter. This one is from the puppy raiser, and this is from Megan Stewart. "I had the pleasure of working with Zinc the last 3 months of his time in puppy raising. Zinc is a sweet and engaging puppy and and was always up for anything as long as it had to do with his people. He was always a joy to be around. I was so impressed by Zinc's calm and easygoing demeanor, and would call him an old soul because wherever he went, he just seemed to know what was expected of him and was on his best behavior. He is also a great mix of silly and professional and knows exactly when each is needed, and was so good at putting a smile on my face whenever I was feeling down. I am so proud of the dog Zinc has become and what he has accomplished so far. First as a working guide and now as a canine buddy. He loves his job, and I hope he and Viola have many amazing years together." All right, thank you guys. We are now going to switch over to the OMI program, and I'm going to hand it off to Emily.
Thanks, Candace. My name is Emily Algranati, and I am a guide dog mobility instructor and also an orientation and mobility specialist. And thanks for your patience with my voice, which is a little gone today. I have the pleasure of introducing the Orientation and Mobility Immersion program graduates. The Orientation and Mobility Immersion program is a 1 or 2 week program aimed at enhancing the travel skills for individuals, including those who are interested in qualifying for a guide dog, or those who already have a GDB dog. It serves as a crucial training opportunity for people with limited access to traditional O&M services, preparing them to partner effectively with a guide. Today, we are recognizing graduates from 3 recent programs, EB-COM 27, CAOM 36D, and OROM 6. I will explain those acronyms, I promise. First, EB-COM 27. The following clients completed a 1-week program with our partner organization, the Lighthouse for the Blind and Visually Impaired, here comes the acronym, at the Earl Baum Campus, EBC, in Santa Rosa, California. And instructors for this program were Regina Kutchis and Stephen Udy. And those graduates who couldn't be here with us today are Deborah Armstrong of Milpitas, California. Debbie is an experienced guide dog handler who worked with 6 previous guides. Her current guide dog, Memphis, is a male golden retriever. She is employed as the alternative media specialist at De Anza College campus. Debbie experiences hearing loss, and she wanted to share that hearing loss did not stop her from participating in the OMI program, improving her O&M skills, and confidently crossing streets. And get her image up on the screen. When it arrives, the image shows Debbie standing in front of several tall stalks of sunflower plants. Hopefully we can get it. I'll describe it for you anyway. The sunflowers are bright yellow and quite tall, towering above her, and there are various other plants, a fence, and some buildings in the background. The sky shows a clear blue sunny day, and Debbie wears a red top and light-colored pants and is holding her long cane in her right hand. And it sounds like maybe we're having technical issues, so no photo, but at least you get the picture in your mind. And next up from EBCOM 27, same class, we have Cameron Burkett of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Cameron is a student majoring in journalism at Middle Tennessee State University, and she enjoys hiking and playing the piano. And today, we're also recognizing a recent graduate from CAOM 36D, so that's California, CAOM, Orientation and Mobility Immersion, 36D was the 36th class there. And that was an in-home program. So that program took place at the client's home and in their home neighborhood. And the instructor for that program was GDB on-call specialist Mandy Hetzel. And that graduate is Latice Harris of Vancouver, Washington. Latice is currently working with her second guide dog and first guide dog from GDB, Score, a male yellow Labrador retriever. She hopes to get a successor guide in the near future. Latice loves to stay active in her community and travel to new places with the right support. She loves to read and particularly enjoys stories about dogs, mystery, and history. She also loves Disney and regularly plays the piano. She enjoyed the OMI program and has learned that it's okay to make mistakes, and learning from them gives her confidence. Debbie, Cameron, and Latice, if you're out there joining us virtually, hello, and thank you for all the hard work you put into your programs. And last but not least, we are celebrating our graduate from OR-OM6. That was our program that took place this past week on our campus here. And this was a 1-week program conducted here, and I was the instructor who had the pleasure of working with Miss Kathy Marie Culhane of Calgary, Alberta. Kathy will be returning home tomorrow to her husband, Neil, 9-year-old yellow lab guide dog Italy, and 2 cats, Luna and Maverick. Kathy works as a vision rehabilitation therapist for Vision Loss Rehabilitation Canada. And in her spare time, she enjoys reading and watching true crime shows, as well as shopping, which I can attest to, and hanging out with her dog. And I wanted to say a special thank you, Kathy, for your incredible dedication and hard work over this last week. It was an absolute pleasure to work together, and it's a real privilege to be a part of your journey. So thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Don't start crying, because if she cries, I'm going to cry. Thank you, Emily. And I'm sorry that mine, I can say for sure that I have the skinniest guide dog, if you want to call it that. I call my cane Casey for my initials. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for this opportunity, GDB, and for Emily's guidance, support, and the gentleman that was talking about the OMI program hit it right on the head, that this totally enhanced my independence, my self-esteem, my confidence, and I feel like a totally different person, and it's only been 5 days. So I highly recommend this program to anybody who's interested. And again, thank you so very much. And Emily's got a very special place in my heart now. So again, thank you so much to GDB for this awesome opportunity. Thank you.
And I'm going to pass the mic to Jessica.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica. I was one of the instructors in this last class, and I'm going to be introducing our graduating guide dog teams. So first up, I'm going to talk about Miss Jocelyn Rogers of Edmonton, Alberta, who received in-home training with Lion, a male golden retriever. He was raised by Holly Mize of Orem, Utah, Matthew Myers of Layton, Utah, and Michael Smith of Clearfield, Utah. And then up on the screen, we have a picture of the team together. And the photo description reads, Jocelyn stands with Lion sitting by her side, wearing his harness in front of a colorful mural. They are both smiling at the camera. All right, next up, we have Miss Karen Dockstetter of Vancouver, British Columbia. She received Narissa, a female yellow Labrador retriever. Narissa was raised by Shannon Jones of Prescott, Arizona. Narissa is Karen's second guide dog from GDB. Karen works as a registered massage therapist, and in her downtime, she is an avid dragon boater.
Hi, I would just like to thank GDB as well. I so appreciate the opportunity to get another guide. And I also want to thank Shannon and Mallory Jones for their great work as puppy raisers. And this little girl here is going to change my life again. So, thank you.
Hi, I'm Shannon Jones, and I am thrilled to meet Karen. And I've already seen the really, really tight bond that they've already started to build. We got Narissa flown in to Phoenix, and we went to pick her up at the airport. And you're right, they come squishy little yummy puppies. And I immediately started taking her to work with me. I work at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, and Narissa has the support of the staff, the faculty, the professors, the students, all of whom it was a really good experience for them to learn and understand how to be around a service dog in training and a service dog period. My daughter Mallory helped with taking Narissa out on hikes. Prescott is known for the beautiful landscape, and so she contributed to the success, Narissa's success as a wonderful guide. And it was interesting to see the updates, the online updates of her training. They labeled Narissa a firecracker. So they clearly got her number very, very quickly and figured out how to tap into what a great and sweet dog she is. And lastly, I wanted to thank Pat, my sweet friend from right down the road in Chino, who joined us today, and who is a big GDB supporter, as I think all of puppy raisers and clients are. So thank you to GDB for making another wonderful match as we send off Narissa, who is my 6th pup. So thank you very much.
All right, next up we have Dr. Ginny Duff of Toronto, Ontario. She received Brea, a female black Labrador retriever. Brea was raised by Kate Richardson of Mountain Home, Idaho, Jen Lomax of Meridian, Idaho, and Pat Holmes of Meridian, Idaho. Brea is Ginny's first guide dog. Ginny works as a psychiatrist, and in her downtime, she enjoys sailing.
Yeah, Brea is my first guide dog. I've been using a white cane for 40 years, which is hard to believe that it's been 40 years. 5 years ago, I was out to dinner with some dear friends of mine who were new friends at that point. And my friend Sylvia has a guide dog from GDB. Beautiful dog. And at one point in the middle of dinner, she said she needed to go to the washroom. And I said, "Can I come with you?" And I was thinking, my white cane doesn't know how to get to the washroom. And so I followed. Sylvia was guided by her dog. I was guided by Sylvia. And by the time we got back to dinner, the dinner table, I thought, I've got to get myself one of those magic dogs. And so here I am 5 years later, and look at this. I have one of those magic dogs. It's been an incredible experience, but we all know it's not really magic. Lots of things look like magic, but they're not. They take a lot of work from a lot of very dedicated people. And this organization is just incredible. The people in the background that I have no idea about. I met today the 3 women who were the puppy trainers for, puppy raisers for Brea, who's trying to get rid of her head collar. And I'm just humbled by the amount of work and love and diligence and that they've put into these dogs, and then to have the ability to let them go to someone like me. It's just amazing. And this last 2 weeks has just been an emotional roller coaster, overwhelming. I was exhausted. I had doubts about whether I was going to be able to pull it together. And then it finally kind of clicked. And here I am. I'm going to be sent home with this dog. I'll forever remember Jessica and Candace's voices saying, "Trust your dog, follow your dog." I'm sure when I'm walking on the streets of Toronto, I'll hear them saying that, "Follow your dog." And Jessica walking behind me and telling me what she thinks Brea is thinking as we're weaving our way through a grocery store. She's going left. No, yeah, she's got it. Yeah, follow your dog. So I just want to thank everybody from GDB. It's just an incredible organization. The donors who made it, it wouldn't be possible without them. The breeders, people that I will never meet and never know. The neonatal team. Jessica was telling me about the whole network of puppy raisers that I had no idea about across this country. The kennels, the training process is incredible. And then I have to, special thanks to Jessica and Candace, who have incredible patience and diligence and enthusiasm and commitment. And apparently they've given me the go-ahead to take this dog tomorrow. So tomorrow I am going to be on a plane with this dog and launched back to my real life. And I will practice, because that'll keep the magic going. Thanks to everybody.
Hi, I'm Kate Richardson. I started Brea as a baby puppy. I'm currently a puppy raiser and puppy club leader for the Boise, Idaho Club. When I started Brea, I actually was raising a different dog at the time. So I had 2 guide dog puppies in training at my house. And it takes a very special pair of puppies to be able to have them being raised in tandem in the same house. And Brea proved to be just a puzzle piece that fits literally anywhere you put her. She's really good at adapting, and she's a really easy puppy. She's the 21st puppy that I've had my name on as a primary raiser and the 15th to graduate, and I couldn't be happier for her and Ginny. I'm so excited to see where they go. And it's really, really cool when you get to see a piece of your heart go all the way across the country and up into another one. It's just super neat. And I have really enjoyed getting to see them together, and I know that you guys are going to continue to bond and be an awesome team.
Hi, I'm Pat Holmes, and we got to raise Brea after Kate let us have her. She came to our house for just a weekend, and my husband said, "I want her." And I said, "Well, you're not getting her." And so when Kate came to get her, we said, "We want her." And so Jen and I got to raise her. She is so special, Jenny. She is very adaptable. We would take her to children's ministry functions, and she just weathered the storm of all those screaming kids running around the game square and getting those pets from her. I will tell you, she likes to play hide and go seek. One day I couldn't find her, and I had left the closet door open, and she was in the back of the closet between my husband's jackets, snoring. So she snores up a storm. I had Brea snoring on one side of me and Mike in his CPAP on the other. So I miss the snoring, but we've got another one at home. And we hope she does as well as this one. You are going to have a great life, Jenny.
I'm Jennifer Lomax, and this is my mom, Pat. And like she said, we got to raise Brea after Kate had her. We were very excited to get her. And from the moment Brea walked into our lives, she was just a very consistent, solid puppy who did whatever we asked of her. And one of my fondest memories of Brea is playtime in the yard. At the time, we also had another puppy we were raising, a yellow lab, and she was about 4 months older than Brea, but she was a lot speedier than Brea, and so when they'd be in the yard with the tug-of-war toy, Brea would eventually decide, this isn't worth it, I'm not going to catch Frenchie to get the toy back. So she would lay down in the middle of the lawn like a lion, crouched position, as the toy and Frenchie would run by, she'd spring up and go grab the toy and play tug back. And she just gave us lots of smiles and laughs as she was very playful. She loved playing with her jolly ball all the time, and we know that you guys will enjoy many playtimes together up there in Toronto. So we wish you all the best and all the success.
All right, last but certainly not least, we have Mrs. Rita Cascas of Kenmore, Washington. Rita received Gazpacho, a male yellow Labrador retriever who was raised by Isabella Franz of Boulder, Colorado. Gazpacho is Rita's second guide dog. Rita recently received her associate's degree in psychology and is preparing to start her bachelor's degree in sustainable practices. Gazpacho, who Rita has nicknamed Mr. G, will be by her side to help her study.
First of all, I want to say thank you to GDB for giving me a second chance with another wonderful guide. The independence of guide work for me has been world-changing. I feel confident, and I have a very confident boy with me. And I want to thank the puppy raisers, Bella and her partner, very much for such a very calm and even-tempered. He's just very patient, and he loves it when you're black and white and you know what you're doing.
So I'm Bella. Sorry. Gazpacho was my first dog. So we loved him very much. Really happy for Rita and Gazpacho. Really, really proud of Gazpacho for making it this far. We can tell that Gazpacho and Rita are really good together. We're really happy. Both Zach and I are really happy to see you guys do really well. We can tell that you guys are an awesome pair. Yeah, it's been really good to meet you guys today. And we wish you the best in the future.
It is so great to come back and see Gazpacho after his long studies, and it seems like Bella said, him and Rita are such a great team, and it's so great to see him getting to be a part of a team with his big heart and his calm and careful demeanor. So excited for the both of you.
All right, that concludes our guide dog teams, and I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Candace.
Well, before we start the dog demo, I would like to give the class of OR 501 a big congratulations. You guys were an incredible joy to work with. Kathy, we really appreciate you coming this last week. It's been a wonderful, supportive group of people, and when Ginny said it takes a lot, she's not kidding. Nothing in life really prepares you to work a guide dog. It's very, very different. So these guys really worked hard, and so good job. You don't have to listen to us anymore. You're done. So in a second, Jessica's going to come up with a little yellow lab named Barley, and she's going to do a demonstration on how to find a bench. So we teach dogs how to find things, often using a clicker, which you'll hear every once in a while. She'll click, and that helps the dog understand. It's kind of like a bridge between when they do something correct and when we deliver the food. Very similar to you just saying, good girl, but in this case, she hears the click, she knows food's coming, so she's going to try and repeat whatever that behavior is to get that. And that little magic box makes the sound, that means she gets food. So she has been showing the dog, she wants the dog to touch her hand. And then she shows the dog, all right, I'm putting my hand on a bench, so I want you to touch my hand on the bench. Then she's going to start looking for some anticipation from the dog. That helps understand that the dog is actually understanding what she's looking for. So she found the bench with her front feet. There's the initiative and enthusiasm. So she's going to look for a moment when she really feels confident that the dog knows that she wants her to find the bench. Because in usual guide work, that is an obstacle she should avoid. She should take her around. But by Jessica teaching her that, no, I want to actually find it so I can sit down, the dog will understand and find it. And here we go. Very nice. So she's going to go a little bit farther back. You think the dog will find it or work around it? Find it. Yep. We hope. Here we go. Very nicely done. Good, good. Okay, class. Any comments on her praise or anything? She do a good job? All right. I told him yesterday to heckle her. Okay, so this does conclude the graduation ceremony. Again, congratulations to all of the parties mentioned today. If you are interested in being involved in guide dogs, please feel free to either go to guidedogs.com, or if there is a staff member available, you can talk to one of us about it. Also, if you are interested in donating to Guide Dog, you can text 50155, or there's also a QR code. Okay, thank you. And for those of you who are here for a tour with Linda as a potential puppy raiser, or if you just want a tour, meet after graduation back towards all of the video equipment. Thank you, everybody.